We are going to use synthetic division to solve this problem. So I am going to look at my divisor and ask what number will make my divisor 0? 5 minus 5 is 0. So 5 will make it 0. This number is going to go in a box 5. To the right of that box, I am going to write the coefficients of the dividend. So what coefficients do we have? 3, there is a negative 1, and then I have 7 for x to the 0, the constant. My dividend is in a standard form, decreasing order of the exponents. So you see, I go exponent 2, exponent 1, okay, this is exponent 2, exponent 1, and this is exponent 0, is in a standard form. So if my dividend is in a standard form, I can just write the coefficient. So coefficient for x to the second, I have 3. Coefficient for x, negative 1. Coefficient for x to the 0, 7. Next, I am going to leave a space to write more numbers, and I'm going to draw a horizontal line. Following by that, I'm going to bring down my first coefficient below the line, 3, and I am going to multiply. Let me use a different color. I multiply times the number in the box, 3 times 5, 15. This number is going to be written below the next coefficient, so 15. Let me use a different color. We were using red, so 15. And now I add. Let me write it. I'm going to add. Negative 1 plus 15 is positive 14. And now we repeat the steps. I am going to multiply 14 times 5. That gives me 70. And I'm going to write it below the next coefficient. Let's use the red. And now I am going to add 70 plus 7, 77. Now, the last number below the line is your remainder. This is my remainder. And the other two numbers are the coefficients of your quotient. So I have my quotient has a coefficient of 3 and a positive 14. Now, the variable that we were working was x. So I'm going to have x, let's write x in my first term, but what exponent? The exponent of this variable is going to be 1 less than the higher one in my dividend. So my higher exponent was 2, this is 1, remember 1 is invisible. Then 14, x exponent 0 is just a constant, plus my remainder. My remainder is 77 over my divisor, x minus 5. This is the answer for this division problem.